the Federals. They'll be squaring off against the Minutemen. I'm Dan Stevens. I'll be calling the game, and as always, Peter O'Keefe will deliver the color. Let's take a look at the All-Pros featured in today's matchup.
Together, these two make for one of the best backfields in the pros. Simply the best, folks. And look at the rest of those players. Some real talent out there. They'll have their hands full with a top-notch opponent. Don't look now, but your TV is about to melt, folks. There's no way to contain this kind of offensive firepower that's soon to be on display.
Peter, thanks. Now let's go to the coin toss.
I'll be gentle. Good game.
Gentlemen, please make your call.
We want heads.
Heads it is.
We'll kick.
The Minutemen have won the toss and select a kick.
Boots it downfield, and we're underway. Number 83 fields it way back at the 1. At the 25.
Number 83, able to find some weak spots in the defense. Got a good run back off that kick.
The Federals bring their offense on the field and will start the drive at their own 25-yard line. Campbell has his number called on first down and picks up a couple. Third down and 4 wideouts in the game. Harris puts a leg on the receiver and separates him from the ball. Incomplete. We have a flag on the play. Let's listen to the call.
Roughing the passer, number 60. Defense. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Chuck good night. Slam the quarterback on that play after he released the pass. Hello? You can't do that. That's roughing the passer.
First and 10. Ball at the 45-yard.
Emerson throws him for a loss at the 43.
Emerson with the tackle for a loss of 2 yards on the play.
Watch your side! Watch your side!
43-yarder.
Campbell picks up a yard on the play, and that brings up third down.
Will Campbell didn't get very far on that last play, and he even had the help of some blocking. Well, I guess the defense had their number.
Well, not much of a game there, and they will face third down.
Third and long, too, Dan. Big play coming up.
24-yarder.
Graham throws it to the left sideline, and they get the first on third and long.
Tyler Graham made a nice throw there. Got it right past the defender. And his first attempt going deep is a huge throw. That gives his guy a chance to break the coverage and make the catch.
Well, I think he's telling the D he's taking no prisoners from here on out. Campbell cruises out to the left side and heads out right, hunted down at the 20. Graham throws a bullet to the flat, and it's complete at the 23. Finally stopped at the 7. It'll be first and goal.
Don't wear that chain gang out!
First and goal.
Will bring up second down.
Kelly Huff keeps his man from getting back to the line. Let's watch. Ow! Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Peter, they put an end to that play well in the backfield, and they had a real good read on that.
Yeah, it all starts with the guys up front, Dan, and then everybody follows.
Second down coming up. Graham throws a heater right sideline, and he connects for a pickup of 4 on the play. Number 17 makes the catch on the right sideline, and that's a touchdown.
Great communication by quarterback and receiver together.
This is a take-no-prisoners kind of guy when he is in the red zone.
After piling up some good yardage on the day, he makes a big play here for a score.
Here's the extra point, and it's good.
Don't get down, guys. This is nothing. Nothing. When we get the lead, let's get back out there and crack some heads.
Shot booms one downfield. Number 2 downs it for a touchdown. The Minutemen bring their offense on the field and will start the drive at their own 20-yard line. Allen will get stopped at the line, and that will bring up second down. Second down, 3 wideouts in the game. That's a gain of 7 on the play.
Number 7 deserves a lot of credit for this play, Dan. He didn't back down and found a way to pipe it through here.
A great job to move the ball and get themselves into a 3rd and short situation. This is a critical play for this drive.
Yeah, now Dan, they can just fall forward and make the play.
Sounds easy, Peter, but we'll see if they can pull it off. Number 98 tackles in for a short loss. That will bring up 4th down.
Number 98 targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
They come up with the big play, and on 3rd and short, they force the 4th down.
Yeah, they even caused a loss of yardage. What a time to come up big.
Chief lines up to punt after the 3 and out. Chief takes the snap and punts it away. Number 83 fields it at the 34. Down at the 35.
Couldn't find an opening, could you?
The Federals had an effective first drive, and we'll see if they can keep it up. They'll start at their 35-yard line. Graham lets it go to the right side, and it's caught at the 48, eventually tackled at the 47. That will bring up 1st down.
Well, the defense had him blanketed, but he's the only one that made a play on the ball.
Beautiful catch, Peter, and his stats are moving up.
Moving way up, Dan. He's now got 29 yards on 3 catches.
Up a couple.
Second and 7 from 1 minute line, 45 yards.
The 50.
Loss of 5 on the play.
Kelly Huff goes in unblocked and nails him to the ground. The O-line should be embarrassed. Watch this. Oh yeah, sacks don't get much easier than that.
They force that one backwards, and that's going to make this third down that much harder.
Yeah, they also make it easier on themselves by wiping out all of the potential short yardage plays they might face.
Third and long. Reels in the football, and they get the first on third and long.
Otto Graham makes a terrific completion in double coverage here. Wow, now that is one confident QB.
What a pass, and he is generating some great numbers.
Oh, absolutely, Dan. So far, he's got 94 yards and no interceptions.
Campbell gets his 7th carry of the game and heads left. Tackled at the 14.
Dan, this is why I love this game so much. Just look at all this stuff going on down there. Great moves, big hits, shrewd coaching, everything's going on. These are the kind of plays that make football the greatest game in the world, hands down. Dropping the ball carrier before he could get to the markers.
That's his 3rd tackle of the game.
3rd and inches.
Campbell carries it for a 3rd time in a row and throws his shoulder for the first.
Will Campbell played smart and used his blockers to perfection on that last play.
He gets the call again, and they're running early and often on this one. This is a great start.
When you set up a running game like this, you can really take over.
Emerson tackles him for a short loss.
Akbar Anderson targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
They put a stop to this play behind the line of scrimmage. Pretty good call by the defensive coordinator.
Agreed, Dan. They had it all locked up there.
That will bring up 2nd down. Graham throws a bullet to the flat, and the reception is made for a pickup of maybe a yard.
Otto Graham
threw a tremendous cross-field beauty to find his man. That is the definition of arm strength.
Well, not much of a gain there, and they will face 3rd down.
3rd and long, too, Dan. Big play coming up.
Kicks it away on the coverage, incomplete. That will bring up 4th and goal.
Kamal Faison came in and got a hand on that football and left no chance for a reception there.
Shot from 26 yards out and puts it through. It's good.
J.D. Shot puts in an easy short one. A clean kick, no worries.
For the first time today, they leave the red zone with only a field goal to show for it.
You know, overall, Dan, the defense has to be happy with how that one played out.
field. Number 2 pounds it in the end zone for a touchdown. The Minutemen stalled early last drive. We'll have to see what happens here. We'll start at their own 20-yard line. Number 7 just rifles this one. The ball is caught at the 28, hunted down at the 36.
16 yards on the play. First down.
Number 84 makes the catch, but that's not enough for him. He gets it and takes off for more.
A well-designed play there, Peter, and they will move the chains.
And let me tell you, Dan, hearing those chains move is one of the best sounds in the game for an offense.
First and 10. Ball at the 36 yards.
It for the third time and rambles for about 5.
He picks up 5 on the play. Parker credited with the tackle.
Let's all play heads up right here.
41-yard line.
Burgess rolls him for a loss at the 40.
Mike Burgess read that play perfectly and makes the tackle behind the line, pushing them back a few yards in the process. Great effort.
They don't let that play get back to the line of scrimmage, and that will bring up third down. Number 2 didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Number 2 had some room on the fringes there, but couldn't reel in the pass.
That will bring up fourth down, and what a disappointment. That would have given them the first.
You gotta make those plays when they come your way.
Chief lines up for the punt. Chief takes the long snap and punts it away. Number 83 fields the punt at the 18. Stop at the 28.
Number 83 did a nice job getting some yards after fielding the solid punt.
The Federals came away with 3 last time out and are looking for more. They'll start this drive at their own 28-yard line.
Used the blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all in that last play.
Not much there. It'll be second down.
Got to take what you can get, Dan, but they were, hoping for more.
Second down from the eye.
Second and 9 from the Federals. 29-yard.
Graham throws a heater right sideline, and he connects for a pickup of 4 on the play.
Otto Graham made a good, clean throw. That's a textbook play executed perfectly.
They move the ball, and that'll bring up third down.
Third and 4 from the Federals.
Bring up fourth down.
Joe Schmidt made the save, dropping the ball carrier before he could get to the markers.
The defense's back was against the wall, and they rose to the challenge, Peter.
Yeah, Dan, that's great D. They had to make a stand here, and they stood together.
It will be fourth down. Barker lines up to punt after the 3 and out. Barker takes the long snap and hits a beauty. Number 2 fields the deep punt at the 18. Stopped at the 33.
Number 2 has to adjust to a whopper of a punt here. He gets under it and is able to get a few before he's taken out. Good job on the kicking squad to bring out the big shoe.
The Minutemen have had some trouble moving the ball recently. We'll see what they do on this drive that starts at their 33-yard line. Number called on first down and picks up a couple.
Nobody on him. The quarterback saw it and got the ball to him.
They convert on third down.
Number 84 reels in the pass despite nearly getting squeezed by 2 defenders.
There's the catch and the double coverage. They really didn't phase him there.
Maybe they ought to send in a third.
A nice gain, and they easily convert on third down.
Yeah, that was a good call.
And that'll do it for quarter number 1. The Federals enjoying the lead 10-0. First down with the tight end right. Number 7, rifles down left side. It's complete at the 44. Brought down hard at the 40.
11 on the play. First down, Minutemen. First and 10.
Shields makes the catch on the right sideline and loses yards on that one.
Freddie Washington had his man dead to rights, badgered him towards the sidelines, then physically tossed him out of bounds.
They put a stop to this play behind the line of scrimmage. Pretty good call by the defensive coordinator.
Agreed, Dan. They had it all locked up there.
That will bring up second down. Number 7 zings it to the right side, and it's tipped. Incomplete. Penalty marker down on the play. Let's listen to the call.
Neutral zone infraction. Number 78. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat. Second down.
LeBaron Tippins had crossed the plane made by the tips of the football on that last one, so we got the call for a neutral zone infraction.
Second down. 6 yards to go. Allen gets the toss and runs into traffic. Stoutmeyer rolls him for a loss at the 37. We have a flag on the play. Let's listen to the call.
Holding, number 89, offense, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat, second down.
Number 89 clearly held his man back there. Offensive holding was the right call.
Watch the blitz! The blitz!
Number 7 zips it to the left sideline, and he's on target for a gain of 5.
Number 2 had nobody on him. The quarterback saw it and got the ball to him.
He just couldn't get cranked up coming out of the tunnel, waiting until the second quarter to make his first pass.
And you know, that's a big confidence builder, Dan. Now he should be able to settle into his game and contribute.
Number 84 rips down the lob, and they get the first on 3rd and long.
41 on the play. First down, Minutemen.
Number 7 makes a terrific completion in double coverage here. Wow, now that is one confident QB. Well, they finally connect on the deep ball here in the second quarter. That's sticking with it, baby.
And what that does, it puts the defense back on their heels and sets up other parts of the offense. Big play. Huge.
They got some playmaker receivers and a great quarterback. What else could you ask for in a goal-to-go situation?
Number 7 fires this one over the middle, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Charlie Stoutmouth didn't get all the way positioned for the interception, but still managed to graze the ball with his fingertips.
That had potential for some yards, Peter, but the defense was on top of it and shut it down.
Good denial there.
Second down coming up.
Second and goal. From 1 minute on. 1 minute.
Brings up 3rd down.
Number 77 could not be denied and dropped them for a huge loss. Big play.
They managed to hold them behind the line of scrimmage, but they have another shot at it coming up.
3rd and short. Let's see if they can come up with another big stand.
Calls them down in the backfield, and that moves them farther away from the goal line. That will bring up 4th and goal.
Number 77 would not be denied and dropped them for a huge loss. Big play.
Good defense that's forced 2 losses in a row.
Number 7 on the hold.
With a 21-yarder, and it's through the goalposts and good.
Chernard Christie puts in an easy short one. A clean kick, no worries.
It's a boomer down the field. Number 83 is coming out with it. Again gets 3. Brought down at the 26.
Number 83 goes to the 20 on that one, so his decision to take it out of the end zone didn't really pay off, but it didn't really hurt him either.
The Federals take the field and will start out at their own 26-yard line.
Campbell throws over the defense on this run. Watch this. He took it right to the tackler and took him down for the big yardage. Great job.
Peter, that will put a touchdown in his stat column.
And that's always nice to have, Dan. So far, he's got 110 yards and 1 touchdown.
Here's the extra point, and it's good. Kicks it away. It looks like we have an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you.
Brandon Pierce goes down on this play. Ouch, man, that cannot feel good.
The Minutemen must feel like they need to score this time out. This drive will start at their 33-yard line. Allen takes this one way out left and heads upfield. 30, 25, 10, 5, touchdown!
Gobble up a ton of yards on this play. This is a formidable rushing game, Dan.
He gets the touchdown, Peter, and that was a very nice play.
Definitely.
Christie is back to the play after. Number 7. Will hold the kick.
Point after, and it's good. Rushes this one deep. Number 83 pounds it in the end zone for a touchback. The Federals got into the end zone last time they had it, and they're looking to do it again. They'll start at their own 20-yard line. Campbell will get the handoff and heads left. Breaks free, hunted down at the 37. That will bring up first down.
Will Campbell pushes back hard against this defense with a big charge. Hey, rewind that one. Oh, that's old school football, baby. You match up with a guy, you want to lock horns and see who's left standing.
What a run, Peter, and his numbers are adding up.
Adding up to one big number. Up to now, he's got 127 yards on 13 carries.
Graham throws this on a rope, and it's tipped. Incomplete. There's a penalty marker on the play. Let's listen into the call.
Pass interference. Number 60, defense. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
Chuck Goodman slapped around the receiver way too much on that play, and the ref let him know it with a flag for pass interference.
First and 10. Ball at the 46-yard.
This one way out right and picks up a couple. Pierce was shaken up earlier, and we've gotten a report on his condition. What did they say, Peter?
The trainers told us that there's a chance that he may have torn his MCL. They are working on him right now, and it looks like he should be ready to come back in very soon indeed.
Thanks, Peter.
Over the defense on this run. Watch this. He took it right to the tackler and took him down for the big yardage. Great job.
What a run, Peter, and his numbers are adding up.
Adding up to one big number. Up to now, he's got 147 yards on 15 carries.
Little gets the toss and runs into traffic. Tackled hard at the 35.
Woo! You must be scared to see a legend bearing down on your ass, huh? All right, big play. Let's do it again. Oh, yeah, I hope they come at us the same way.
Second and 10.
Graham fires this one over the middle, and the reception is made past the markers for a first down.
Number 83 has some company on this play, but he still makes the catch. That's good concentration and focus. It's worth another look. Oh, maybe they should have triple covered him there.
He just couldn't get cranked up coming out of the tunnel, waiting until the second quarter to make his first catch.
And you know, that's a big confidence builder, Dan. Now he should be able to settle into his game and contribute.
Second down, 3 wideouts in the game.
1 minute now.
Campbell barrels off his left guard. Picks up the first down.
This is a very good run for a sizable game. You can't ask for much more out of your rushing offense than that.
What a run, Peter, and his numbers are adding up.
Adding up to one big number. Up to now, he's got 158 yards on 16 carries.
First and goal.
Takes it for his 17th and gets past the line. Caught hard at the 7.
Dig in, fellas.
folded quicker than an over-caffeinated origami artist.
Not a lot of room on that play. It will be third down.
Third and goal.
Hammers the receiver and forces him to drop the ball. Incomplete. That will bring up fourth and goal.
Otto Graham tries to thread the needle on this one, but is not successful. Maybe he should think twice before throwing into double coverage. Yep, ends up incomplete. That wasn't a wise throw.
Peter, in third down situations, they have not been successful at all with the pass. This play was more proof.
Boy, third is such a crucial down, Dan, and when you don't convert, it really hurts.
Short. Rhinos on third down for 6 yards. Gleason will hold the kick.
With a 23-yarder, and it's good!
Ken Gleason handles this high snap perfectly. Sets up the ball. There's the kick, and it's good. 3 points.
They'll take the 3 points, but they were hoping for 7.
But that's the second time today they get close, only to have to bring in the kicker.
Rushes this one deep. Number 2 is coming out with it. Breaks free. One man to beat. No one in front of him. Touchdown! Right down on the play. Let's get the call.
Flipping, number 10, receiving team. Half the distance to the goal and the spot of the foul. First down.
Jermaine Barnes flipped his man on that last play, and the ref saw it, threw the flag. There's a penalty.
The Minutemen have a long field ahead of them. They'll start this drive back at their own 11-yard line. Number 7 throws a bullet to the flat, and the reception's made at the 10, forced out at the 16.
Marcus Allen is wide open on that play. Makes you wonder if the defensive coordinator wants to keep his job or not.
Time and time again, he makes a fantastic option of himself coming out of the backfield.
Well, there are some runners that just have a knack for the passing game, and this guy's got it.
Past the markers for a first.
Number 89 saw that he was singled out there and did just enough in that pattern to gain separation and haul that one in.
Well, you know, this is just not working. He made a good play on the ball, but for what?
This team is always throwing short. Problem is, they're not picking up any significant yardage after the catch.
Exactly. Number 7 throws a bullet, and it's knocked down at the line, incomplete.
Number 2 ran a short pattern on that last play, but couldn't make the catch, incomplete.
Third drop of the game for him, Peter, and look, the coach looks absolutely frustrated.
Oh yeah, Dan, mistakes can kill what you're trying to accomplish on offense, no doubt about it.
2nd and 10. Ball at the 19-yard.
Will get the carry on 2nd down, and will end up losing a bunch here.
Number 77 just pushes him back in time on this one. Big loss, great defensive play. Watch. Oh, it's all about pursuing your man. You got to stay with him and he did just that to get the tackle.
That's his third tackle of the game.
3rd and 14.
Watch the double team over there.
The Minutemen, 17 yards.
Number 98, Jackson, way back at the 10. That will bring up 4th down.
Number 98 did a great job back there by not only getting the sack, but getting him way back for a huge loss.
That will be 2 losses in a row.
Great reads by the D on the last 2 plays, Dan.
Chief gets the snap and punts it away. Number 83 fields it at the 49. Brought down at the 46.
Number 83 didn't have much room to work with back there. The special team squad made sure he couldn't respond to that really nice punt.
The Federals come out on offense, and they are well ahead. They'll start this drive at the 46-yard line. Campbell will get the carry on 1st down and heads wide right. Finally dropped at the 28.
And this is really a tremendous run here. It all starts with getting up to speed extremely fast before the D can really get it together.
The blocking helps him get a little momentum going, and then he's smart enough to make the right running choices downfield.
Oh, he's so dangerous when he busts loose like that. A highlight reel play.
That's yet another run for him. He's definitely getting a workout so far.
They're relying very heavily on their running game, and so far, I can't blame them.
Pitches the heater left sideline, and that will be good for a gain of 8.
Ernest Gibbons had nobody on him. The quarterback saw it and got the ball to him.
Peter, what a nice pickup to get them into a 2nd and short situation.
Yeah, great play, and now they have a bunch of options on what to try next.
1 minute now, 20 yards.
Will take the handoff and searches for a hole. Jones penetrates and makes the stop at the 21.
Credited with the tackle. Loss on.
Yeah, baby, yeah! Woo-hoo! This kind of pickup should be no problem for us.
3rd and 4. 1 minute now, 21 yards.
To 13.
Will Campbell charges his way through to get the yards. Watch the replay here.
Nothing fancy and nothing that'll get you on the highlight reel, just good football.
Yeah, it's all about drive, Dan. You want players who don't take no for an answer.
Nice play, and they will convert on 3rd.
Great execution, Dan. They did everything right.
Up a yard on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Second down, just a single receiver on the field. It for the 4th straight time, and it's taken down near the line eventually loses a bit.
Cliff Harris targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
Peter, he's been lighting up the defensive side of the ball today and getting some nice numbers out of it.
You bet. So far, he's got 5 tackles.
Graham throws this one to the end zone, and it's not reeled in. Incomplete.
Otto Graham wants the end zone here. Watch. He releases, but he's not going to complete it this time.
What an opportunity, but it stays as only an opportunity. That would have been a touchdown.
That's like taking points off the board.
4th down. Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Shot from 29 yards out, and it's through the goalposts and through.
J.D. Schott has little trouble pooching this one through. Let's see it again. Yep, he knows that you aren't allowed to miss many of those in this league.
The field goal will extend their lead some here in the first half.
It's still early, but the momentum is definitely behind them now.
Schott rushes this one deep. Number 2 decides to take it out of the end zone. Jukes, another move, caught hard at the 29. The Minutemen can climb back into it with a score before the half here. They'll start this drive at their own 29-yard line. Intercepted. One man to beat. No one in front of him.
Roughing the passer, number 95, defense. 15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Freddie Washington doesn't make contact with the quarterback on this play until well after the play is over. You can't get away with that. Oh yeah, definitely a late hit. That's roughing the passer for sure, and the refs, they like to protect quarterbacks in this league.
I'm on today. Just keep me to the right spot, and I'ma find you. Whoa, that's my boy.
Number 7 throws a bullet to the flat, and the reception's made at the 40. Eventually shoved out at the 43. First down.
First down, Minutemen.
Cecil Simmons gives it his all on this play, Dan, but it is too little too late. They pick up a few yards and a new set of downs. Well, he forced him out of bounds, but not before the marker. He should be more aware of where he is on the field.
The defense gives up the first down pretty quickly there, Peter.
Yeah, you got to at least slow him down a bit.
First down, tight end to the left. The 18.
First down, Minutemen.
Marcus Allen is going to make the catch. Right there, but that's only the beginning. Look at him chew up the yardage.
A beautiful pickup, Peter. Everyone on the offense is happy about that play.
Definitely. Great call by the offensive coordinator.
First down, the clock is stopped at 30. Number 7 lets it go here, and it's caught for a touchdown.
Pass complete to
Number 7 throws right past the coverage and into his receiver's hands. Nice throw.
Peter, that's his first touchdown pass of the game. How do his stats look?
Well, so far, he's got 160 yards and 1 touchdown.
back to the point after. Number 7 will hold the pick.
Point after, and it's good.
The point is good.
Who's feeling this one? Who's feeling this one?
Christie booms one downfield. Number 83 decides to take it out of the end zone. Spins free, brought down at the 19.
Number 83 took it out of the end zone, and while it may have been a little risky, he gets out close to the 20, so it all comes out in the wash on that play.
The Federals take the field with the clock at 21. Campbell grabs the rope right side, and he's looking for room. Tackled, and the clock will continue to run. Second down, and the clock is now at 2. And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Federals are out in front, 23-17.
Okay, Dan, let's get this halftime show started. What do you have for us?
Now look at our halftime numbers and look at the difference in time of possession. The Federals should be way ahead on the scoreboard, but somehow they've let their opponents hang in there with them. Let's see if they can change things in the second half. Let's get started in this one early in the first quarter. Graham went up top on the third down play, and he was able to find his man. A 25-yard play that set up a home team touchdown. The Federals strike first and go up by 7. Midway through the first, all at their own 49. Graham went up top on the third down play, and he was able to find his man. That set up a 27-yard field goal. Towards the end of the first quarter, the Minutemen back by 10. Number 84 ran a terrific route here and was able to pull this one in. The Minutemen, now in the second quarter, number 7 went to work on third down, and he was able to find his man. That set up an easy 22-yard field goal. The Minutemen trailing 10-3. Campbell is going to get the carry here as they grind it out on the ground, and he makes the most of this one. A 74-yard touchdown for the home team. The Federals now up by 14. Later on in the second quarter, Allen is going to take this one to the outside, and once he gets the corner, it's a foot race. A 67-yard touchdown for the visitors. Still early in the second quarter, the Federals up by 7. Campbell would get the carry here. Good blocking up front, and it helped to spring him. They're now up by 10. The Federals again have it. Campbell would find an opening here, and he was off. That set up a 30-yard field goal. The Federals leading 23-10. Number 7 would find his target on this one. An 18-yard touchdown for the visitors. And that's how we'll round this one out. The Federals are holding on to a lead, 23-17.
All right, Dan. Nice work.
The Minutemen will receive to start the second half, and this is a tight contest. Currently, they're down 23-17. Now, let's get to the game. Boots the second half kickoff away. Number 2 comes it in the end zone for a touchdown. The Minutemen will begin the drive at their own 20-yard line. Gets the call on first down and heads left. Tippins tackles in for a short loss.
LeBaron Tippins read that play perfectly and makes the tackle behind the line, pushing them back a few yards in the process. Great effort.
They put a stop to this play behind the line of scrimmage. Pretty good call by the defensive coordinator.
Agreed, Dan. They had it all locked up there.
That will bring up second down. Number 7 takes the pass, and the reception is made past the markers for a first down.
First down, Minutemen.
Number 7 uncorks a dynamite pass there with 2 defenders on the prowl.
Really incredible accuracy, but I'll tell you, that's got to sting if you're on the defense.
Righto, Dano. You know, they could have brought 8 guys on that play. Wouldn't have made a difference.
Great pass, Peter, and he's having a terrific day so far.
You bet. So far, he's got 172 yards and 1 touchdown.
Doctor wheels in the football, and that will be good for a gain of 8.
Seahawks with the push out of bounds. Second and 2. From 1 minute and 28.
Otis Wilson would not be denied and dropped them for a huge loss. Big play.
That will be his 4th tackle of the contest.
No, no, no!
Third and 3.
Not today!
From
No, sir!
1 minute and 39 yards.
Wilson gets the sack at the 35. It'll be 4th down.
Otis Wilson gets to his man in the backfield for a big loss. I don't know what happened to the protection. Let's have a look. You know, Dan, it's all about focus and persistence. He was not going to let that quarterback get that pass off.
That'll be his 1st sack of the game.
How about blocking this thing? Come on! Let's swarm this guy!
The snap and punts it away. Number 83 fields the punt at the 24. Tackled at the 26.
Number 83 got swarmed by the kicking team before he got very far. That nice punt pretty much goes unanswered.
The Federals take the field and will start out at their own 26-yard line. Catches it in the flat and loses yards on that one.
Joe Schmidt would not be denied and dropped them for a huge loss. Big play.
They put a stop to this play behind the line of scrimmage. Pretty good call by the defensive coordinator.
Agreed, Dan. They had it all locked up there.
That will bring up second down. Second down from the I. That brings up third down.
Earl Campbell stuck close to his blockers, but the play folded quicker than an over-caffeinated origami artist.
Well, not much of a gain there, and they will face third down.
Third and long, too, Dan. Big play coming up.
This one will fall incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Number 83 showed fast legs to reach an opening in the coverage, but the ball wasn't there where he could have pulled it in.
Peter in third down. Coach Atkins is not happy with that call, and he's going to challenge it.
The Federals are challenging whether the pass was caught in bounds.
Dan, when we check out the replay here, we should be able to see if the catch was made prior to going out of bounds.
After review, the pass has been ruled complete. The catch was made prior to going out of bounds. The Federals
Will not be charged with a timeout.
fourth down.
Barker lines up for the punt.
Back to punt. Number 2 is deep to receive.
Barker takes the long snap and hits a beauty. Number 2 fields the deep punt to 20.
Number 2, returned for a few there, but after that gigantic punt, it was like tearing a single page out of War and Peace. It doesn't make much of a dent.
The Minutemen stalled early last drive. We'll have to see what happens here. We'll start at their 31-yard line. Number 77 penetrates and makes the stop at the 29. We have a flag on the play. Let's listen to the call.
Neutral zone infraction. Number 95, defense, 5-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Freddie Washington was lined up on the ball, and the ref called him on it. That's a neutral zone infraction.
First and 5. 36-yard.
Up a yard on the play, and that brings up second down.
Marcus Allen used the blocking, but this stingy defense didn't give up much at all on that last play.
Not a lot of room. Second down.
Second and 4. 37 yards.
Allen takes his 13th carry of the game and ends up losing about 3.
Number 98 targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's his third tackle of the game.
Big stop, baby. Great tackle. Oh, yeah. I'm feeling good now.
Third and 7. 1 minute left. 34 yards.
Great has the fastball over the middle, and they get the first on third and long.
13 yards on the play. First down, Minutemen.
Troy Drayton had 3 guys covering him, but look what happens. Incredible catch.
He was shut out the first half, but with that catch, He gets an opportunity to make up for it here in the third.
He ran a great route and gave his quarterback a nice target to throw to. That's textbook.
The 45.
On the 7 of the play. He picks up 7 on the play. Caution.
Let's keep taking it to him.
Second and 2. 1 minute time.
Hunter makes the catch. Is at the 40. Stopped at the 38.
Keith Hunter had a defender close by but was able to bring down the catch.
Right there, he was able to make a good grab and pick up a couple of yards.
That's the kind of play that can put a lot of pressure on a defense. They tried to stop him but just couldn't get it done.
First down from the shotgun. Eventually slides down at the 27. A flag is thrown on the play. Let's see what it is.
Late hit, number 98, defense. Got the distance to the goal, automatic first down.
Number 98 is way late here on this hit. What was he thinking? Check it out. Oh yeah, that's unnecessary roughness. No excuse for a late hit like that.
First and
Is this
10.
a great drive or what?
From the Federals. Taking over.
Allen will get the handoff and takes it upfield. Hammered down at the 8.
With the catch. A pickup of 5 on the play. Simmons with the tackle. Second and 4.
Will bring up third down. It looks like we have an injury down on the field. As soon as we hear anything, we'll be sure to pass the information along to you.
Eric Keller is the one who's hurt, and I've been there before. It is not pleasant, Dan.
Third and 4.
Shields catches it in the flat, and he will be short of the marker. Fourth down coming up.
Lee Scott made the save, dropping the ball carrier before he could get to the markers.
The defense's back was against the wall, and they rose to the challenge, Peter.
Yeah, Dan, that's great D. They had to make a stand here, and they stood together.
It will be fourth down. With a 23-yarder, and it's good.
Shenard Christie picks the field goal, but watch how close the ball gets to the upright. Man, a few more inches and he'd have made the highlight reel. Not the way he would have wanted to, though.
They'll take the 3 points, but they were hoping for 7.
But that's the second time today they get close, only to have to bring in the kicker.
Christie boots it away. Number 83 deals the kickoff at the 1. 3, at the 25.
Number 83 received that nice kick and a nice little run back after the catch. Good job.
25 yards.
The Federals will start this drive at their own 25-yard line. Jones brings him down way behind the line at the 19.
Jones credited with the tackle for a loss of
Deacon Jones is not going to let them get back to the line here. Look how he just rolls into the backfield and just lays out the ball carrier. He's quick and he knows how to hurt a guy.
Another tackle, and he's starting to fill up the stat book.
He is dominating, Dan. So far, he's got 5 tackles.
Gets the call on second down and ends up losing about 3.
Chuck Bednarik targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
Good defense that's forced 2 losses in a row.
I want to see you tighten up that side of the line.
The Federals, 16-yard line.
Graham goes into the left side. And first on 3rd and long.
Cliff Harris eventually gets there, but I don't know why he even bothered. Big gain, and they'll move the chains. Well, he eventually stops him, but way past the marker, this one's going to hurt.
He now has 5 tackles in the game. First down, 10 yards to go.
Second and 9 from the Federals, 39-yard line.
Takes him down back at the 37.
Kelly Huff read that play perfectly and makes the tackle behind the line, pushing them back a few yards in the process. Great effort.
Nice job eliminating any forward progress on that play. That will bring up a 3rd and long.
37 yards.
Given makes the catch on the right sideline, and he's well short of the markers. It'll be 4th down.
Ernest Givens had to head out of bounds short of the first, and as we all know, it doesn't count.
Coach Gibbs doesn't agree with the call, and we're going to see the red flag.
The Minutemen are challenging whether the pass was caught in bounds.
Dan, when we check out the replay here, we should be able to see if the catch was made prior to going out of bounds. I'd call that incomplete. It doesn't look like he got both feet into me, but we'll see what they say.
After review, the pass has been ruled incomplete. The catch was made out of bounds. The Minutemen will not be charged with a timeout. 4th down.
Barker lines up to punt after the 3 and out. Barker gets the snap and punts it away. Number 2 takes it at the 20. Runs off the tackle. At the 33.
Number 2 did a nice job getting some yards after fielding the solid punt.
The Minutemen came away with 3 last time out and are looking for more. They'll start this drive at their 33-yard line. Number 7 Really rifled this pass, and it's caught at the 46, 20, 10, touchdown!
Hold me, baby! Woo!
Number 84 makes the catch and then takes it for a great run here. Now he's got it. If you give him the room, he'll be happy to take it from you.
Big play to snare that one and put 6 on the board.
He's got a nose for the end zone, Dan, and the ability to get there. Coverage better tighten up, though, unless they want to see that play again.
Christie is back to the play after. 97. They'll hold the kick.
Here's the extra point, and it's good.
It's a 60-minute game. We're in it to the end. That's right. No need to panic, fellas.
Christie boots the heck out of this one. Number 83 is coming out with it. Tackled at the 22.
Number 83 taken out of the end zone, and while it may have been a little risky, he gets out close to the 20, so it all comes out in the wash on that play.
The Federals come out and find themselves losing for the first time in the game. This drive will start at their own 22-yard line. Loses about 3, and that brings up second down.
With the tackle. No loss, and 3 on the play.
Kelly Huff keeps his man from getting back to the line. Let's watch. Pow! Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Peter, he's been lighting up the defensive side of the ball today and getting some nice numbers out of it.
You bet. So far, he's got 5 tackles and 1 sack.
Number 1 targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
That will be 2 losses in a row.
Great reads by the D on the last 2 plays, Dan.
Toughen up on that side, all right?
From your Federals, 19 yards.
Number 83 and he will be short of the markers. 4th down coming up.
Eric Webb managed to take him down before he got to the markers, but it was close.
That will be his 4th tackle, and he's hitting hard out there in the secondary.
Well, he's making them think twice before going his direction.
Deep to receive.
Takes the long snap and hits a beauty. Number 2 fields the deep punt at the 24. Stop at the 32.
Number 2 returned for a few there, but after that gigantic punt, it was like tearing a single page out of War and Peace. It doesn't make much of a dent.
The Minutemen will start a drive with the lead for the first time this game. Will begin at their 32-yard line. Allen will get the carry on 1st down and ends up losing about 3.
Number 77 targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
That will be his 4th tackle so far. What do you think of his performance, Peter?
Solid game, Dan. Really carrying his sizable weight out there.
Number 7 fires this one over the middle, and the catch is made for a gain of a couple.
Number 84 easily overcomes the double coverage to nab the football. Perfect synchronization by the quarterback and the receiver. Way to get open.
These guys make very great targets. Not to mention, it takes a whole defense to bring them down.
Let me tell you something, Dan. When that ball starts roaming around in that china shop, things get broken pretty fast.
Makes a play on this one and forces the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Julian Haynes shows swivel, hips, and burst to get in position for the denial. That takes instincts and awareness you just can't coach.
Well, the D holds tight on 3rd and long and forces an incompletion. That was a good call by the defensive coordinator.
Oh, it sure was. Perfect D for that situation.
And it will bring up 4th down. Punts it away. Number 83 fields the punt at the 27. Tackled hard at the 30.
That ain't gonna cut it against our coverage, baby.
The Federals haven't gotten much out of their offense recently and are looking to get back on track here. This drive begins at their own 30-yard line. Picks up 6 on the play, and that brings up 2nd down. Kelly had to leave the field earlier in the game, and now we've gotten word on his condition. Peter?
The team doctor's diagnosis is apparently that he's got a few broken ribs. They've given him some painkillers, but it's unclear whether they'll dampen the pain enough for him to come back in. The official word on his return, doubtful.
Thanks, Peter. Up a couple.
Pick up on 2 yards on the play. Jones credited with the tackle.
And that'll do it for the 3rd quarter. The Minutemen are out in front, 27-23.
Going with a terrific jump over the tackler here. Watch.
I mean, look, he's flying so high, he might as well do some skywriting up there.
Yeah, he could just write, na-na-na-na-na-na.
Again, he gets the ball, and they have stuck by the run all game. Peter, why so run heavy up to now?
Well, it's work, simple as that. If they can't come up with an answer, keep running it down their throat.
1st down, both wideouts to the right. Bednarik takes him down back at the 45.
With the tackle. Crossover. 4 yards on the
Chuck Bednarik makes a nice stop in the backfield here, throwing his man into the turf behind the line. I guess the ball carrier's travel plans were canceled. Oh, he's not going anywhere. Pow, you're down. Nice tackle.
Peter, he's been lighting up the defensive side of the ball today and getting some nice numbers out of it.
You bet. So far, he's got 7 tackles.
It yet again and heads out right. Finally stopped at the 32. 1st down. And Peter, I think even my head hurts after the big hit on that previous play.
Well, let me tell you, Dan, Chuck Bednarik might just be the toughest SOB ever to play this game. Every time he's on the field, it makes me happy to be up here and not down there.
Ferguson tackles him for a big loss at the 38.
Rodney Ferguson came in like a pack of wolves, cornering him in the backfield and then taking him down for a big loss.
That's his second tackle so far.
Woo! Gotta keep adding to the highlight reel.
The Minutemen, 38 minutes.
Number 17 catches it over the middle and picks up 4 on the play.
Otto Graham has got a lot of guts. He saw a chance, laid his cards on the table, and it came out in his favor.
He's been on point with the short pass so far, Dan. That pattern's worked so well, we're probably going to see it over and over again.
Well, why not, Peter? His receivers are open and making grabs, and nobody has really stopped him from doing it. Graham throws a big rainbow here, and it falls incomplete. Peter, in third down situations, they have not been successful at all with the pass. This play was more proof.
Boy, third is such a crucial down, Dan. And when you don't convert, it really hurts.
Fourth down, and the field goal unit is on the field. Launches the 51-yard attempt, and it's through the goalposts and through.
J.D. Schott really gets the whole ball here, and he needed it. Watch. That's a powerful kick for 3 points, my friend. When he needs to, he can boot that thing.
That's his 4th field goal of the game, and he has generally looked pretty good.
He's doing his part, and that's what you want from a kicker.
Schott booms one downfield. Number 2 is coming out with it. Breaks free. Tackled at the 21.
Number 2 got out close to the 20 on that one, so his decision to take it out of the end zone didn't really pay off, but it didn't really hurt him either.
The Minutemen stalled early last drive. We'll have to see what happens here. We'll start at their own 21-yard line. Shields catches it in the flat, and that will be a gain of 3 yards.
Number 7
made a nice throw there. Got it right past the defender. And that shows you that a lot of bullets can amount to as much or more than one big cannon shot.
Well, he's forcing the deep coverage up a little more each short pass. The D better stay on their toes. They might get tricked. Number 98 gets the sack at the 21.
Number 98 just nails the quarterback on this play behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to cost the offense a few yards. Oh, Dan, that was a great job of getting to the quarterback. Nice sack.
Peter, he has put the hurt on the quarterback in this contest.
You got that right. So far, he's got 4 tackles and 2 sacks.
Puts a lick on the receiver and separates him from the ball. Incomplete. Wait a minute, we have a flag down on the play. Let's get the call from the field.
Pass interference. Number 24, defense. The ball is placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
O.V. Molden draws a flag here from some aggressive coverage. You can't be that physical with a receiver and get away with it. Yeah, that's pass interference, all right. Good call.
First and 10. 1 minute now. 41 yards.
Number 7 tosses it down the left side. And the reception is made for a first and more.
Number 2 makes the catch, but watch here what he does after the completion. Caught and now fight for more yards. You can't coach that.
This guy has earned his team big points today. That's why he's such a key player.
Yeah, he knows how to make himself available in that part of the field, scoring his second touchdown of this contest.
Christie is back for the point after. Number 7 on the hold.
The point after, and it's good.
The point is good.
Christie boots the heck out of this one. Number 83 pounds it in the end zone for a touchback. The Federals send their offense out on the field and will start this drive at their own 20-yard line. Number 17 reels in the football and is well past the markers for a first down. What? I mean, were they thinking he'd drop it?
Apparently they weren't even thinking at all. It makes you wonder how far away we are from substitutions in that secondary.
They've really been working that right side. He keeps popping open and they keep throwing it to him.
Well, Dan, the defense has to give up something, but this guy may force them to change strategies sooner than later.
Graham zips it to the left sideline and it's complete at the 41, dragged down at the 44. Second down with two tight ends to the right. Campbell gets yet another carry for the game and heads left, breaks the tackle, and he's stopped to 36.
Earl Campbell keeps it in the family on this play, and he had a lot of brothers to help him. Yeah, that design run was a success because he followed his blockers. Without him, he wouldn't have gone anywhere.
What a run, Peter, and his numbers aren't adding up.
Adding up to one big number. Up to now, he's got 232 yards on over 30 carries.
Goes right up the middle and maybe picks up one on the play.
No way, man. Try again. Next time they give it to me, I'll run right over you. Yeah, let's go, D. Let's keep it up.
Beasley grabs the bullet and he picks up 9. Kennedy marker down on the play. Let's listen to the call.
Holding, number 57, offense, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Repeat, second down.
Dwight Stevenson held his man on that play, and hey, you can't do that. That was offensive holding any day of the week.
Yeah, that's what I like to see. Hell yeah, brother.
Second and 18 from 1 minute and 45 yards. Third and 15.
Be ready for the double up.
Smith makes a play on this and forces the incompletion. That will bring up fourth down.
Brandon Smith read that one right out of the receiver's break and denied it.
The defense prevents them from closing the gap and forces the incompletion. Nothing doing on that play, Peter.
Well, they were just trying to get some yards out of it, not necessarily the first.
And now they face a fourth down. Barker gets ready to punt it away.
Oh yeah, brother. I'm coming. I'm locking in.
Barker gets the snap and punts it away. Number 2 makes a fair catch at the 12.
Will be placed on 13-yard line.
The Minutemen got into the end zone last time they had it, and they're looking to do it again. They'll start at their own 13-yard line. Dawkins didn't haul that one in, and it falls incomplete.
Michael Dawkins ran deep and outside back there, but he couldn't make the catch.
Potential for some nice yards and some nice yards after the catch, but it falls incomplete.
That could have been a big play.
It'll be second down.
Second and 10.
Number 7 throws a heater right sideline, and it is not reeled in, incomplete.
Number 2 tried to kick out back there to get free, but the pass was incomplete.
This is getting ugly. That is his 4th whiff of the game.
They may want to rotate someone else in there, giving this receiver time to regain his confidence.
Number 2 snags the dart right sideline, and they get the first on 3rd and long.
Number 2 makes the catch, but I really love that great move he made after the nab. Oh, just a little something special, like the mustard you put on your scrambled eggs in the morning.
That reminds me, I won't be able to make it over for breakfast next Sunday. He caught it short of the marker, but found a way to move the ball into first down territory.
That's a huge play on 3rd down. Otherwise, they'd have to kick it.
First down, just a single receiver on the field. Now will get stopped at the line, and that brings up second down.
Charlie Stoudemire targeted the ball carrier early and didn't even let him get back to the line of scrimmage.
They put a stop to this play behind the line of scrimmage. Pretty good call by the defensive coordinator.
Agreed, Dan. They had it all locked up there.
That will bring up second down. Wilson kicks it away on the coverage, incomplete.
Man, we need more out of you. Where you been today? Don't worry, man. I'm gonna get it turned around.
Number 7 airs this one to the left sideline. It's got it to 48, 25, 15, 5, touchdown.
Number 2 is going to make the catch. Right there, but that's only the beginning. Look at him chew up the yardage.
That touchdown is going to establish some distance between them, Peter.
That's a big score.
Christie is back for the point after. Number 7 on the hold.
Now the extra point, and it's good.
The extra point is good.
Christie hits a boomer down the field. Number 83 pounds it in the end zone for a touchback. The Federals had their last drive stall at the tail end. We'll see if they can keep momentum throughout this one, which starts at their own 20-yard line. Bailey takes the sack at the 19.
I'm working on my highlight reel, baby.
Antonio Bailey just nails the quarterback on this play behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to cost the offense a few yards. Oh, Dan, that was a great job of getting to the quarterback. Nice sack.
That'll be his first sack of the game. Second down, both tight ends left. The 15.
The Minutemen used only 3 linemen to Swiss cheese the O-line and sack the quarterback back there.
Good defense that's forced 2 losses in a row.
The first down marker sure looks small from here.
The Federals, 15-yard line.
Number 17 makes the catch on the right sideline, and that's not enough. He's short of the marker. That will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, he ran out of bounds short of the marker. He needs to be more aware than that.
A good play gets them close, but only close.
And close doesn't count in pro football.
First down. Number 17 grabs the fastball over the middle, and that will be good for a gain of 8. Graham throws a bullet to the flat, and it's caught at the 46. Back down at the 47. Number 17 calls it in outside. They convert on third down. Bailey touches him down for a loss at the 35. Number 17 makes a nice catch, and he picks up 9. Graham throws this on the rope, and they convert on third down. Graham zings it to the right side, and it's tipped. Incomplete.
Kelly Huff read that one right out of the receiver's break and denied it.
On second down, they try for the first, but it's played well by the defense. That will bring up third down.
Nice pressure that time.
Third and 9.
Defenders and comes away with the football. Oh, nice catch.
This is a take-no-prisoners kind of guy when he is in the red zone.
After piling up some good yardage on the day, he makes a big play here for a score.
Point after, and it's good. Shot, pooches it. Hunter gathers it up at the 43. Brought down at the 42.
Ball will be placed on 42-yard.
Keith Hunter wasn't going to let a miracle happen on this onside. It comes his way and then gets his hands around it to put the offense out on the field. Great work by this hands team.
They can't bring down the onside kick. Pretty aggressive play calling there, though.
Well, the offense is like a 1 in 4 chance of recovering those, but they knew the risks.
The Minutemen take the field with time winding down. They'll start at the 42-yard line. Allen gets the toss and runs into traffic. Wilson penetrates and makes the stop at the 44.
Otis Wilson read that play perfectly and makes the tackle behind the line, pushing them back a few yards in the process. Great effort.
Another tackle, and he's starting to fill up the stat book.
He is dominating, Dan. So far, he's got 9 tackles and 1 sack.
Second and 11.
Third down. The clock is stopped at 1:57. Shields has his number called on the Federals. Will take a timeout. That's their second.
Otis Wilson read that play perfectly and makes the tackle behind the line, pushing them back a few yards in the process. Great effort.
He's done his part defensively, and now he's racked up his 10th tackle.
Dan, it's all about closing speed at the linebacker position, and he's got it.
Here I come, brother. I'm coming. I'm about to fight.
Chief takes the snap and aims this one out of bounds. This will fly out of bounds at the 13.
Terry Cheek did a good job angling the punt out of bounds, so the offense will start off stuck inside the 20.
The Federals will start this drive deep in their own territory with the clock at 1:46. Graham rifles it out left side, and the catch is made, and the clock continues to wind down. Second down, one man back. Campbell grabs the rope right side, and he's looking for room. Third down, the clock is now at 1:28. Graham throws a bullet to the flat, the clock continues to wind down. Graham fires this one over the middle after the reception's made at the 36. First down and 4 wideouts in the game. No dice, and he falls incomplete. Second down. The clock is stopped at 35. Graham throws a bullet. It's complete at the 43. Third down. Coming up on the 10th play of the drive. Beasley catches it in the flat and is at the 45. First down, the clock is now at 15. The Federals don't like what they're looking at and take their final timeout. First down, the clock is stopped at 3. Graham really puts some arm behind this one, and it's intercepted. Brought down at the 12. With this one in the books, let's take a look back at some of the action. So, the ball game is over. Let's take a quick look back at how it went with our post-game show. We'll pick up the action midway through the third quarter. After driving 60 yards on 10 plays, Christie is called upon after the red zone problems, and he is true on the short field goal attempt. A 27-yard field goal. The Minutemen climb back into the game, now down by 3. The Federals still midway through the third quarter. Graham went to work on third down, and he was able to find his man. Unfortunately, the drive stopped shortly afterwards, and they had to punt it away. Towards the end of the third quarter, the Minutemen down by 3. Number 84 emerged as a real weapon as he pulled one in here. They take their first lead of the game and are now up by 4. The Federals, later in the fourth, Schott would be summoned for the long field goal try, and his kick would be right through. A 52-yard field goal. The Federals down 27-26. Number 2 emerged as a real weapon as he pulled one in here. A 59-yard touchdown for the visitors. Now early in the fourth quarter, Campbell would find an opening here, and he was off. Unfortunately, they could not capitalize on the play. Midway through the fourth, the Minutemen up by 8. Number 2 emerged as a real weapon as he pulled one in here. They move ahead by 15. The Federals answer right back. Graham went to work on third down, and he was able to find his man. A 20-yard touchdown for the home team. And that's how we'll round this one out. The Minutemen win in a defensive struggle, 41-33. And now for our 2K Sports Player of the Game.
Number 7 showed us exactly why he's a legend. Well, the name of the game for the quarterback is putting points on the board for his team, and he certainly was able to do that in this one. He found the end zone repeatedly, making it look easy out there, but we know it's not.
For my partner, Peter O'Keefe, this is Dan Stevens saying goodbye until next time.